and Janie Sims. There's so many more, which is why we need to fight. If you feel drawn tonight to help support this important cause, you can donate to the Sit Strong Foundation or the Alabama Center for Childhood Cancer and Blood Disorders. Best of luck to both teams.
You want to keep an eye on who's getting what?
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Vestavia High School football presentation here at Mountain Brook High School. I'm Steve Bendall with my partner Thomas Wade. And Thomas, we got a big one here tonight.
Yeah, this warm night. Looking for a good football. Lots of scoring. Hopefully all by our Rebels.
Yeah, a lot of scoring on the Vestavia side for sure. It is a hot night here, and lots of pregame things going around that we need to talk about. So we've got the captains on the field right now, and Vestavia will receive the football to start this game off, Thomas. So we're going to see the Vestavia offense out there really quick.
Yes, sir. I know that our Rebels are fired up about this game. I know they want this more than just about any other game. So,
well, it's a biggie. Long time over the mountain rivalry here. Vestavia taking on Mountain Brook. Don't go away, folks. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by Pet Vet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger. Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football. And Noto Promotions.
All right, we're back, folks, and action is about to kick off here. Thomas, we were talking about what a big rivalry game this is. This is the oldest over-the-mountain rivalry in football in the Birmingham area. It is Vestavia Mountain Brook, and it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, I'm excited, Steve. I'm ready to see what this game holds. Growing up, you just want to beat Mountain Brook.
That's exactly right. It's been that way for 40-plus years, I can guarantee you that. So Vestavia will be receiving the football tonight against the Spartans. And, hey, Thomas, Vestavia coming in 3-0, undefeated against a 4-0 Mountain Brook football team.
I'm looking for special teams, make good plays. We've been pretty consistent all year, making plays on coverage and kickoff and Huber, I don't think he's missed a kick yet. So that's knock on wood.
That's right.
Knock on wood.
All right, we're going to see what we got here. Pregame was brought to you by South Point Bank.
The Rebel pregame report is presented by South Point Bank. South Point Bank, pointing you forward.
Get close to the goal line. Right at the goal line.
Yeah, automatic touchback.
That's right.
Tripp was looking to run that out, but he had one foot in the end zone.
Yeah, and that was Tripp Lowry, the senior, and he wanted that one back. Something interesting that you see a lot of the times is some referees will let that foot go back in the end zone, let the guy bring it out. That one there did not let him bring it out.
They're doing a lot of safety stuff, even in college football with the new punt return, fair catch rule.
It's about design for the safety of the player. So Vestavia comes out, I formation. Sawyer is your quarterback. 2 wideouts to the bottom. Man in motion now. Pitch back to the running back. That's number 41 for Vestavia, Cooper Bishop, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and brought down.
That play just really never got going. In the backfield was slow, and then they were able to meet him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, looked a little slow developing there. Some of the stories leading up to this football game tonight, Strother Gibbs, the quarterback for Mountain Brook, has been out this week with mono. He came back today. It was his first day. He is penciled in to start tonight. And then also Coach Yeager's son, Defensive captain also has been out with mono, and he is back tonight. I formation, Rebels. It's a pitch back. It's Bishop again. He's running around the left side. He's ridden down after about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, that's what Cooper needs to do. If he can run outside and get a full head of steam before meeting that first Mountain Brook player, he can try to run through that and pick up extra yards after contact.
All right, so Vestavia, a 3rd and long. Looks like about 4 yards for the Rebels from the Mountain Brook 26-yard line.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they, go for a pass as early game or stick to the run game. Because on this year, you don't know what Vestavia's going to do.
And that's exactly right, which is a nice thing. So Sawyer under center, I backfield, wide out to either side, Vestavia. Handoff. Bishop over left tackle. He's got yardage. He's rumbling down the field. He outruns one. He outruns the second. He's gone. 10. Touchdown, Vestavia.
Rebels.
And what a play right there.
Couldn't start better.
Oh, my goodness. Cooper Bishop just takes it around left side for about 70 yards for a touchdown.
Watching it on the screen, I just kept on expecting Mountain Brook player to get in front of it, but no one did. He ran off the sideline.
He outran one tackler, and then the other one missed him. So great job there by Cooper Bishop.
Could not start any better for the Rebel offense.
10 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Vestavia up 6-0. Huber back for the point after attempt.
Hopefully I didn't jinx him.
No, you didn't.
It's up and it's good.
Nice job right there. All right. Good job by our Rebels in the first quarter. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go. It is 7-0. Vestavia will be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger, Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football, and Noto Promotions.
Up 7-0 quickly on about the 4th play of the ball game there, and Kayla Huber about to kick off. You see the Rebels pretty fired up right now.
Yeah, just great blocking off that left side, to set up that touchdown run, and just letting Cooper get that full head of steam and not doing slow plays.
Beautiful run. All right, the kick is away. Huber gets under it. Going to be a short one for Huber. Comes down on about the 13-yard line.
He got hit hard.
Yeah, with a good tackle there. That was number 7 for Mountain Brook, and that is Anthony Gates, the junior running back, and he has got some speed, too.
Number 23 for Vestavia did a good job at closing down the area and laying a good lick on him.
That's Kevin Cunningham, the senior for the Rebels on the stop. So Mountain Brook has a very good offense. Nothing flashy. Mountain Brook never has anything flashy, but they're very methodical in the offenses that they run.
And when you see a sophomore starting quarterback, you know he's going to be good.
Strother Gibbs, he is a good athlete. So Gibbs in the shotgun. He passes on first down, hits the running back in the backfield, and Vestavia with a nice tackle.
Great tackle by Cole Johnston, shutting down in the open field. Open field tackles are the hardest thing to do on defense, and they shut him down.
And that is Anthony Gates, number 7, the running back. He is their speedster in the backfield.
And he looks shifty trying to make those moves.
Yes, exactly. So he is the type guy, you miss him, he can be gone.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he shoots himself out of his own shoes.
All right, 2nd and long. It's a handoff. It's Gates, and there's that speed getting around the outside.
Oh.
He's pushed out of bounds there.
I believe number 27 and 31 were in on to force him out of bounds.
Yes.
For Vestavia.
Jossie Hill, one of the guys forcing him out there, brings up 2nd and about 5 yards. Excuse me, 3rd and 5.
This is a big. If Vestavia get a stop here and force a 3 and out, get the ball immediately back to our offense, be huge for the Rebels.
All right, again, it's Gibbs in the I formation. Excuse me, the shotgun formation. It's a fake. Gibbs keeps it, and he goes nowhere. Jake Levant, the defensive end, comes in, makes the first hit.
Yeah, number 57 did a good job at closing off that gap and make sure he had nowhere to run.
Very good job. You see number 86, Hunter Selman, coming off the field. He was in on the stop as well, but Jake Levant with the initial pressure. So brings up 4th and 4, Mountain Brook. They will be punting away from about their 25-yard line. Sean Smythe deep for Vestavia. Oh, that's a booming punt. Yeah. He drives Smythe back, and it gets a Spartan bounce, but they're unable to. Wow, that was a punt right there.
How far was that?
I don't know. That was a long punt right there. We've got stat guys. They can tell us here in a minute. But with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, Vestavia able to hold Mountain Brook on the first series, 3 and out, forces them to punt. Vestavia will take over 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
I'm going to see the Rebels try to do the same thing. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's
try to wear down the Mountain Brook defense and keep them on the field.
I'm all with you,
Unless
Thomas.
we score on a 75-yard run, then I'll do that every time.
And it is Sawyer under center, I formation for Vestavia. It's a pass. It's over here to Sean Smythe. Sean gets about 3 or 4 yards on the pass, it looks like.
It's a good play. You know, Sean's got, sure hands, and Eli always, likes to look for him and Vice when he can.
Yes.
So, and Sean loves those little stop routes.
He picked up 8 yards over there. So just a quick dump out to Sean Smythe on the Vestavia sideline. He turns it upfield for a couple of extra yards, brings up 2nd and 2 Vestavia from the Mountain Brook 28-yard line. We want to remind you that this is the Pet Vet game of the week here on the Vestavia Rebel Nation Sports Network. Sawyer under center, I formation again. There's the pitch. Oh, it's a pitch back. And Mountain Brook plays that one very well.
I don't mind the play call. You get into Johnny Williams. Discovered him last game, as far as, our big play guy, speed, but, Mountain Brook was just there to cover it. So.
Yeah, that was just a quick pitch back to Cooper Bishop. Williams came back on the reverse and handoff to him, and he got maybe a yard. He got about a yard. So going to bring up 3rd and 1 Vestavia from their 29-yard line. Rebels got to pick up a long yard here. I formation. Pitch back. Bishop. He lowers the shoulder, and he gets stuffed.
We just got beat on that play. Went through our blocks, and we were able to stop him without him even getting
in.
I think he lost yards on that play.
Yeah, he did. He lost yardage. It was a handoff to Bishop over right tackle, and Mountain Brook came through the line and stuffed Bishop for about a yard loss. So Vestavia will be punting Huber back.
So far, we've had a lot more success running to the left side of the field than the right side.
Huber gets the punt away. It's high, not a long one. Gets a Vestavia bounce. Mountain Brook fields it and takes it out.
Yeah. That was good coverage. It was a good no call. I think the Mountain Brook fans wanted a late hit, but he was just wrapping up and bragging about it.
They're right below us here in the press box. They wanted a late call on Vestavia. Anyway, Vestavia punts the ball away. Mountain Brook takes over 1st and 10 on their 33-yard line.
Looking for Vestavia to do more of the same. The faster they can get off the field and put Mountain Brook's defense back on the field, the better chance we have of wearing them down.
Right. All right, shotgun formation. Gibbs, the quarterback, he hands off. Vestavia misses the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a good play by Mountain Brook. Got through the hole, and there wasn't a lot of – they spread us out. There wasn't a lot of middle defense there. So when he broke that first line, he was able to get a good pick of about 15 yards.
That was Daniel Wilbanks, the senior running back. 6 foot 200. That's a good-sized running back right there over the mountain. But, again, he was met at the line of scrimmage, broke through, and made it through the linebacker. So 1st and 10, Brook at the 46-yard line. Handoff to number 7. He goes outside, and Vestavia defends it well.
Yeah, that was a good play by Bennett Wisenhut to chase him down from behind and Cole to wrap up top.
Well, that was the case. Vestavia had a defender out there, a chase guy. They kept springing him farther and farther to the side, stringing them out. He got about a 2-yard gain on that play, which I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think he got that much. But 2nd and 8, Mountain Brook from their 48-yard line.
Yeah.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Vestavia up 7-0. Gibbs in the gun. It's a quick handoff again. No, Gibbs keeps it. And he busts through. He picks up first down.
And that's a good read option. I mean, he can hold it as long as he can and decide whether he wants to hand that ball off to their running back or go up the middle.
He is tough right there, and that is first down Mountain Brook at the Vestavia 44-yard line. And that's just a quarterback keeper up the heart of the Vestavia defense. That's about 3 runs now that Mountain Brook has gotten right up the heart of the Vestavia defense.
Vestavia struggled with that last week against T County.
Yes.
That's what was our weak point against them.
Gibbs in the gun. He drops back. He's going to pass. Passes across the middle. It's complete.
Yeah, good job by the Mountain Brook offense to find the soft spot in the zone coverage. Able to dump it up underneath for about a gain of probably 7 yards.
Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 6. So, yeah, about 6-7 yard gain right there. We've got a timeout on the field. So, with 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Vestavia leads 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Full Moon Barbecue, located on the corner of Patton Chapel Road and Highway 31. Full Moon Barbecue, the best little pork house in Alabama. Vestavia football is presented by Pet Vet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine.
Quick time out there, water break because of the heat. We've had lots of discussions about the heat. And again, Gibbs, the quarterback, has had mononucleosis all week. So you've got to think that he's probably, you think in a weakened state, but he's not playing like it right now. It's a quarterback keeper. Gibbs keeps it up the middle.
I think our Vestavia defense is able to stop them maybe a couple inches short of that first down
marker. Short of the first down, I think. No, they're going to – depends on where they mark. About a yard shy. So
give Vestavia a spot right there.
They like that play right there, a fake to Gates and then Gibbs up the middle. So, yeah.
Set up 3rd down and about 1 for the Mountain Brook offense.
Gates, not that big of a player for the running back, starting running back. He is a senior, 5'9", 180 pounds. And then you've got Gibbs, who's 6 foot, close to 200 pounds, as a sophomore. So
yeah, he's a big guy back there, at quarterback. But you can tell Mountain Brook definitely has that speed running back and their bigger power running back in Wilbanks.
Yes. All right, we've got a timeout on the field. With timeout on the field, 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Vestavia leading 7-0. You're watching the Rebel Nation Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by Pet Vet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza.
Football game going on here.
Yeah. This is a big. If Rebels get this is a big stop. For
yes,
Rebels
it is.
Team.
Yes, it is. All right, it is Gibbs. He's in the shotgun. 3rd and 2. Gibbs keeps it. He gets hit at the line, but he squirts forward and picks up about 6 yards on the carry.
Is that Straw that looks like? Is he number 12 or number? I believe
no,
they ran a wildcat.
They did. They threw number 8 in, who was the receiver a while ago, the running back, Daniel Wilbanks. That's 200 pounds out there.
Yeah, that is their big back.
Yeah, yep.
Not their speed back, and Stroh's back in the game.
So the Spartan Cat, if you will, picks up a first down. So Mountain Brook driving right now at the Vestavia 27-yard line. Gibbs in the gun. He fakes. He rolls to his left, delivers the ball, and a great catch by Mountain Brook.
And that was a great toughness by the quarterback and receiver. The quarterback took a shot as he let go of the ball, and great play by number 1, holding on to that ball.
Hamp Green, the senior wide receiver there, he went high. Kind of a wobbly delivery on the ball, but Green brought it in. Took a shot in his legs, but hung on to the ball. Nonetheless, it's 1st and 10, Mountain Brook at the Vestavia 19-yard line, and Mountain Brook with a very nice drive.
They're really not going to the on the outside, even on their passing plays. It's all over. It's all.
Yeah, they're picking on the interior of the Vestavia defense. Got a timeout on the field. I can't tell who called the timeout. It really doesn't matter. So looks like Mountain Brook has called this one. That'll be 2 Mountain Brook timeouts here in the first quarter. So we're down to 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Vestavia continues to lead. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Full Moon Barbecue, located on the corner of Patton Chapel Road and Highway 31. Full Moon Barbecue, the best little pork house in Alabama. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics.
Folks, Mountain Brook driving. They're in the I formation, or excuse me, the shotgun formation. I keep wanting to say the I. Bring a man back from the in position. It is a buck handoff. No, it's a keeper. Gibbs keeps it and just throws it away.
There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Vestavia with good coverage out there.
And he just threw another one, too.
And we've got a flag on the interior and one down by the Vestavia sidelines.
The interior, the one on the inside was late, so I wonder if there was any extracurricular activities or it was the same flag they threw down there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to look at the body language of Coach Anderson down here, and he seems fairly calm right now. Illegal procedure against Mountain Brook. We'll take it.
Yeah, we will take those yards, push them back.
Not sure what that last flag, that was a late flag.
He just dropped it down.
I mean, the play was already out of bounds, and he dropped that flag late. So we do have an illegal procedure against Mountain Brook. That'll back them up 5 yards.
So it's about 2nd down and 6.
Yes, sir. So we'll take that yardage.
Yes. Anything to slow down their offense right now.
All right. Gibbs in the gun. He's got Gates in the backfield with him. He drops back to pass and has a man wide open. Missed tackle brought down by 2 Vestavia defenders.
Yeah, it's Brock Payne and Barentine closing in on that tackle, but another pass play, that completion for about 10 yards.
Yeah, he's down to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they've been dinking and diming all the way down the field.
So 1st and 10, Mountain Brook at the Vestavia 14. We're going to call it the 14-yard line. And the Brook with a very good, very well-sustained drive here. Handoff to Gates around the left side. There goes the speed. He gets outside. Oh, fumble. Oh, boy, he got lucky. He got stripped before he went out of bounds, and the ball just bounced there. Good job by number 16 for Vestavia, Cole Johnston, the junior defensive back out there.
I was looking for Cole to have a big game today. He was pretty pumped up today in school, and, he's a great athlete. So,
well, still 2nd down, about 8 yards. So they're saying he lost 2 yards.
Sometimes we get a weird angle.
2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. So, all right, again, Gibbs in the gun. Fake handoff to Gates. He rolls around. Vestavia with pressure. He gets loose. And incomplete. Almost a very good heads-up play. Right. He tried getting that ball off to number 10 over there with his feet on the inbounds, but he was unable to keep it. So good pressure by Vestavia. Almost a hold on Mountain Brook right there, because that looked like Sims breaking through the line, and he actually got pulled back some.
I think they might have thrown a flag on that play.
Okay.
Let's see what the ref has to say. Chop. Oh, intentional grounding on the Rebels. Yeah.
Roughing the passer. Roughing the passer, okay.
What I meant to say.
That's a big one right there.
It always comes on.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Roughing the passer always happens on plays where they don't get any yards out of it. They never complete the pass. It's always an incomplete pass out of bounds, or they throw it and that was only on 2nd down. Usually it's on 3rd.
Yeah. All right, 1st and goal, Mountain Brook from the Vestavia 6-yard line. Big penalty against Vestavia. It's a handoff up the middle to Gates, and he squirts through, and he picks up positive yardage. He's down to about the 2.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good play on 1st and goal to get close to the yard line for the Mountain Brook. I'm looking for Vestavia to put up a stand right here.
Really looked like he wasn't going anywhere, and then he just darted through.
Yeah. Squeeze his way through.
5'9". He's a little shorter than the guys on the line. So, anyway, brings up 2nd and goal from the 2, Mountain Brook. Vestavia brought some beef in on the defensive line.
Stroh's going out wide. They're doing the Spartan cat, as you called it earlier.
Got a flag or whistle. And not sure what the call is here.
They're clapping.
Offsides, Vestavia.
Ruff moves the ball about half a yard, but
boy, it's too hot to feel like Christmas because right now it's Christmas morning. We're giving them gifts in penalties down here.
Penalties can be drive codes on offense, but they can also help them out a lot if the defense commits them.
All right, 2nd and goal from the 1. It's the Spartan Cat, and he goes in.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Mountain Brook.
No, just not enough men over there. He
no.
made the right decision. He was probably supposed to go up the middle, but that was shut down.
If that's a read, he did a very good job. So Vestavia had really nobody over there doing anything.
And you can say what you want, but that penalty, that roughing the passer really helped their drive because that would have been about 3rd down and 9.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 11 on the kick for the Spartans.
It's down, it's away, and it is good. So 1:50 to go in the 1st quarter. Mountain Brook, a long, sustained drive all the way down the field.
Yeah.
They put 7 points on the board. It is now 7-7 tied. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by Pet Vet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics.
Want to remind you, 1st quarter is brought to you by Full Moon Barbecue.
Yeah, good sustained drive by Mountain Brook. It was about 6 minutes long.
Yeah, very, very nice drive by Mountain Brook. Vestavia defense on the field a long time. High kick, Vestavia takes it at their own 1-yard line and brings it out to about the 26-yard line. Trip Lowry on the return for Vestavia.
Considering they're kicking it about the 1-yard line perfectly, that was a good return by Tripp, getting all the way back out to the 20.
Looks like maybe a little chatter going on there after. Looks like he's holding his back.
Looks like his back plate or protection was up.
Yeah. All right, Vestavia 1st and 10 from their 26-yard line. Sawyer in the I formation. Wide out to either side. Let's see what Vestavia's got. It's a handoff to Bishop. Over left guard, goes nowhere. He may have gotten a yard.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the whole thing. We've had success with the pitches, but up the middle and on those handoffs, we just haven't been able to get enough, I guess, push on the line to give Cooper any room to run.
Well, we really haven't seen a pass.
Yeah, we're
1 pass for 8 yards. So
that's it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for that to open up the offense, keep Mountain Brook from kicking around all the time.
You've got to, I believe. All right, again, Vestavia I formation, wide out to either side. There's the snap. He drops back. Sawyer drops back. He's looking. He's got nobody. He's on his bike. He throws it out of bounds.
That was a good idea. As soon as, I could see from watching the game there was going to be no one open. So it was a good play by him to just. Yeah. There's a flag out there.
Good coverage by Mountain Brook downfield, obviously.
Are they calling intentional grounding? They are calling it against Eli. Now, I wonder if he didn't get past the line of scrimmage. Not in high school? Okay. All
All right, so we have an intentional grounding in Vestavia. We are just killing ourselves with penalties right now.
Yeah,
we've had a roughing the passer, and now we have an intentional grounding. And the call there is no receiver in the area.
Different from college and the pro level.
Yeah, because the one that Mountain Brook did, receiver was right there. So, all right, so brings up 3rd and 24, Vestavia. The ball's on the 11-yard line. It's a quick handoff. It's Cooper Bishop. He stiff arms one, runs over another, and then gets stood up at about the 19-yard line.
Cooper did as best he can. There's a lot of space, but they're just playing prevent defense, trying to get off the ball. And there's a penalty marker.
And we've got a flag.
A lot of laundry on the field tonight.
Mountain Brook pointing towards Vestavia. Mountain Brook coach talking to the referees.
See what the call is.
Personal face mask.
Must be like illegal hands to the face. I mean, that's an offense can't do that. That's weird. You don't see that called often on the offense.
No.
So
I see Coach Anderson down here talking to the referee.
So I was saying Mountain Brook declined the penalty because it's now 4th down.
Right.
For the punt.
So Huber comes in to punt for Vestavia. The Rebels do nothing but go backwards on that series.
Yeah, Huber needs a good punt to get them out of Mountain Brook.
Yes.
To not give them really good scoring position. And he's right against his own end, or right back up against his goal line.
Yeah, he's standing on his 5 right now, so he'll get the punt away about the 8, 10-yard line. Mountain Brook one receiver back at his 46. Huber, nice high punt. It's taken at the 49. He dances around. He's got a hole. He's run out of bounds at about the 39-yard line of Vestavia. So Mountain Brook with excellent starting field position here with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, our defense needs to prove a point right here that they can't just drive all over us.
Well, that last drive, the only drive that Mountain Brook has had, they went 3 and out the first series.
Yeah.
They just had a 70-yard drive to take it down the field and score. Vestavia with some costly penalties to help, but Mountain Brook really sustained the drive. All right, so it is Gibbs in the shotgun. Fake pass. He keeps it. He goes up the middle again. He's brought down about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line.
Yeah, another good setup play. I don't know if that was a design delayed quarterback draw or if, he gets the option, but that was a good play by Stroh to get up the middle.
Well, he reared back. I never saw him look around, so I think he was going to keep that thing anyway. All right, so that's the end of the first quarter. It is Vestavia 7, Mountain Brook 7. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years.
All right, we're back, folks. Want to remind you the second quarter action is brought to you by Century Heating and Air, our friend Charlie Conklin. Please give them a call for all your heating, air, and generator needs. It is Mountain Brook 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Shotgun formation. It's snapped. Vestavia with pressure. He gets it away, but incomplete on the sideline. So one of the best plays we've had in a while defensively.
He had a receiver open. It was a good play in the pass rush to force that incomplete pass and be able to hit him but not give him that
time to throw. Got a little pressure there.
Yes.
But, also, he threw to the outside. He didn't throw over the middle where he's had a lot of success so far in the ball game.
I feel like this sets up one of Mountain Brook's first third downs in a long time. So hopefully we can get off the field on this one.
That we need it. Our defense needs it. Those guys are probably getting tired. Very hot, very humid night here in Mountain Brook. All right, so Gibbs, 2nd and 10. He's in the gun. Snap is away. It's a fake pitch. He keeps it up the middle. He's hit. He still fights forward. Yeah. He had 2 Rebels on him, and he still leaned forward to get positive yardage.
That's going to set up 4th down, though, which was a great play by someone else on the Vestavia defense coming in to help our guy who had him wrapped up because he was fine for those extra yards.
Right. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 4. Fourth and a long 4, I believe. And Mountain Brook keeping the offense on the field.
Smart play. I mean, it's
you're deep in Vestavia territory. You're basically at a field goal range, so go for it.
To punt, yeah.
All right, we've got trips to the left, single wideouts to the right. Vestavia pressure, they get him. No. He breaks free. He runs. He picks up a first down and more. And that is what he does best.
Yeah. If you bring pressure and you don't get to him, it's going to set up an open play. I was worried when I was looking at the pre-snap that they would try to run something up the middle because they spread us out and there's no one up there. But when he dropped back and I saw the rusher coming, I thought there's a chance. But
all right, so Gibbs picks up the first down in the heart of the Vestavia defense again. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Mountain Brook driving. It's a handoff up the middle. That's that 200-pound running back, and he's got about 7 yards on the carry up the middle. And, I mean, our interior defense is just getting chewed up right now.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Bennett, but, not before he gets about 3 or 4 yards.
He got about 4 yards. He didn't get as much as it looked like from up here. But, anyway, brings up 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 18. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It's a handoff. It's Gates, and he squirts through there over left tackle.
It's close to a first down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him.
He's a hard guy to get when he's in a crowd like that because he's small.
Yeah, and he's just jumping around inside the crowd. And
he's got that jitterbug run style and very hard to defend. Brings up 3rd.
Probably inches.
A half a yard.
Yeah.
So 3rd and inches from the Vestavia 14, 13-yard line. Gunn, it's a handoff again. Gates, he's outside. He's gone. Touchdown. And his speed, they say Mountain Brook sealed off the outside. Yeah. Gates with the speed was able to just follow the lane along the sideline and scored in the corner of the end zone.
And that's where Gates is trying to get on all plays, just outside, try to outrun our defense. Frustrating drive to give up considering, we almost had him in the backfield on that 3rd down. Vice was trying to get there again.
And it's good. So 9 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Mountain Brook stuffs Vestavia, takes the punt, drives it down, short field, puts 7 points on the board. It is 14-7 Mountain Brook. We'll be back in just a moment. Second quarter action, and it's been all Mountain Brook. Yeah. Vestavia takes the opening drive and marches 70 yards with a Cooper Bishop run, and ever since then, it's been nothing but the Brook.
And, Marbuck's had 2 good drives. We've had one big play.
Yeah,
which, it's
exactly.
a great way to start, but, it's hard to get those. You're going to need drives. You can't get big plays the whole game.
Well, right now, Vestavia, 98 yards of total offense. Mountain Brook, 110. Vestavia, 1 pass, 1 completion, 8 yards. Mountain Brook 4-6 for 23 yards. Vestavia's got 7 carries for 90 yards. Brook 16 carries for 87 yards. And stats are close pretty much. That doesn't tell the tale of the game.
No. Just jumped.
All right.
Should have hiked the ball.
Should have been an offside call right there. Mountain Brook jumped, but we didn't get it. It's a handoff to Bishop over left guard, and nothing there. He turns it outside to the left. And he gets run out. He may have gotten a half yard, if that.
Those handoffs up in the middle just have not been working against the Mountain Brook defense.
This Mountain Brook defensive line is beating the Vestavia offensive line, and their offensive line is beating the defensive line right now.
So, let's see what the Rebels do on this next play. Try to get a big play. We need a big momentum, that we're still in this game because it's slipping.
That's right. It's, And you can kind of see Vestavia getting a little deflated looking right now. So A lot of hype going into this ball game tonight, especially on the Vestavia side, Mountain Brook as well. All right, so Sawyer is in the gun, standing at his own 15-yard line. He drops back. He delivers a long one. And that was to Sean Smythe off his hands. And Smythe went as high as he could.
Yeah.
And had a chance to bring that in, but was unable to catch it.
It was a good throw by Eli. He threw where only Sean had a chance to get the ball.
Yeah.
And it was good coverage by Mountain Brook. 2 guys on him and was able to break up the pass.
Yeah. I like the call, though. You had to stretch it a little bit. If not, Mountain Brook stuff in the line.
Yeah.
All right, so brings up 3rd and 9 Vestavia from our own 21-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. And Vestavia just cannot get anything going offensively. Rebels come out in the I formation. It's a fake. Sawyer, quick delivery, incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was way underthrown. It was low. And they had a man there, but I don't know how close he was.
We had 2 men out there.
Yeah.
So not sure who he was going to, but delivery just wasn't there on that one. So brings up 4th and 9 Rebels from the 21-yard line. Caleb Huber is going to be coming in. He'll be punting away from about his 10-yard line. And Thomas, right now, nothing working for Vestavia.
Yeah, we need a good punt. We can't not give them another short field again.
And we've got a flag on the play.
But I think it was actually a false start or offsides. And they're marching back. Looks like 47 jumped a little bit.
Right now, I don't want to ask what other penalty can be called against Vestavia because I'm scared they're going to call it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all we need is a pass interference right now.
Wow. So backs Vestavia up 5 yards. Huber will be punting from his 5-yard line now. No rush. Huber gets a good punt away. It is fair caught at the Vestavia 48-yard line.
The defense got to make a statement here. They didn't get a whole lot of time off.
No.
So their offense went 3 and out, but they cannot give up on the score right here.
No, they have got to get the fluids pumped in them as quick as they can on the sideline. But they got to do a little whiteboard work over there because right now we have not done anything to stop Mountain Brook offensively.
Jake Levant's coming out of the game. Cal Stubbs, number 55, is coming in at that left end spot. Turnover would be great right now.
All right, Gibbs in the gun. He drops back, no pressure, delivers a nice catch to the Vestavia 37-yard line.
Good pitch and catch. The receiver found the soft spot. There's about 3 Vestavia, and Charlotte Gibbs made the throw.
First down, Vestavia, four down linemen. Nobody got any pressure on Gibbs, the quarterback.
And you would say blitz, but last time he blitzed, he was able to fight off and get 15
He's a
yards.
sophomore, but he's pretty darn sharp back there. All right, it's a fake handoff. Gibbs keeps it again. I'll tell you what, he doesn't go down backwards.
Yeah, he's going forwards every single time. But
even when he's wrapped up, he's twisting and spinning, going forward.
Yeah, that was a good play, though, by the Rebels defense to wrap up. Gang tackle. That's what we need to do.
He's walking a little gingerly on after that one right there. And, we talked about it. He's been out of school all week with mono. He just got back to school today. So you got to know that he is not full strength, but you wouldn't know it by his play so far in this football game. All right, I formation. Gives back to pass. He's got some pressure. And he delivers a strike down to the Vestavia 34-yard line.
And that was a good catch by number 10 for Mountain Brook coming back to the ball. But that only gained about
a yard, maybe 2 yards,
3rd and 7. This is a big 3rd down.
Yes.
Steve.
Yes, it is. Vestavia's got to do so. And you got to figure they're in 2-down territory here.
Yeah.
4-down territory. So you got to know if they don't get it here, Thomas, they're going to go for it. So
which means we need 2 good defensive plays for Rebels. Make sure they don't set up an easy 4th down.
Nice turnover would be good right now.
Yes.
All right, so Mountain Brook shifting. Double wideouts to the top, one to the right. And it is a pass. It's a screen to Gates. And, boy, he is quick.
Yep.
Vestavia had him for a loss, and he just skirted around the Vestavia defender. Picked up a little positive yardage there. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 4, maybe.
Cole did a good job at least forcing him outside, and then Brock Payne
with a blocker
around.
on him, too.
Yes, with a blocker on him, and Brock Payne came around to make the tackle and get him out of bounds.
Yeah, so brings up 4th and 4, Mountain Brook. They've got the ball at the Vestavia 30-yard line, and, again, you got to know Mountain Brook's going for it, and they are.
Rebels need this right here.
Gibbs in the gun. Gates the lone back with them. It's a pass. No pressure. Quick strike across the middle over the linebackers, and first down, Mountain Brook.
Good play. It's a good play call.
Very good play.
We had some pressure, but it opened up that over-the-middle dunk pass for about 6-7 yards to get that first down.
Very quick delivery. Brock Payne, the sophomore, makes one of the guys on the stop for Vestavia, but not until Mountain Brook picks up a first down. So you've got 1st and 10 Mountain Brook on the Vestavia 22-yard line. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Handoff up the middle, big hole. He runs over a linebacker. He's brought down by a defensive back. Payne again, and he is down to the Vestavia 9-yard line. They're going to mark him back at the 10.
Good tackle by Brock, but again, it's up those middle runs with those big.
He went through the line untouched,
and that's what Vestavia's not being able to do on offense.
Yeah,
but Cooper does not have those type of holes to get in the second line. He's getting stopped at the first line.
It's a handoff, left tackle. No, Gibbs keeps it. He's outside, and then he cuts up. He's brought down about the 2-yard line, maybe the 1.
When he's spinning around and stuff, I'm impressed he can hold into that ball because he was running around, but maybe Vestavia can force a hit on him and make him fumble, which is what we need right now.
He's just a sophomore, but he has played some quarter. He's been pressed into quarterback last year as a freshman and as an 8th grader when Mountain Brook varsity has had injuries. So he is that good of an athlete. All right, 1st and goal from the 2, 2nd goal from the 2, and gun. Gibbs keeps it untouched.
It's that Spartan Cat. It's number 8, Will Banks.
Yeah.
And every time they've done that, we haven't been able to get any penetration. And you know what's coming.
He goes over left guard to left tackle right there.
And they said Stroh and them, and we have to respect that.
Yeah.
It spreads us out, and then we run up the middle, and there's
That's
nothing
right.
we can really do.
So Mountain Brook just methodically dissecting Vestavia right now. That's Daniel Wilbanks again, number 8 for Mountain Brook, and they are doing a good job spreading it around. The ball is down on the point after. It's up, and it is good. So with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, Mountain Brook now leads Vestavia 21-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics.
And we're back, folks. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Second quarter action is brought to you by Century Heating and Air. And right now, we need to get a little air in the Vestavia offense and defense because these guys are just dragging right now.
This game is early, but we don't want this game to get out of hand. And Vestavia needs, if you're not going to get points right here, at least a drive to give some defense some time to breathe.
Well, Mountain Brook hadn't slowed down either side, offensively or defensively right now.
Mountain Brook's first drive was a 3-and-out, and ever since then they've had one long drive, and 2, because our offense has not been able to get much of the ball, they've had short fields and be able to just drive down the field with ease.
Yeah, great. And you just got to hand it to Mountain Brook. They're beating us on the line. They're picking the plays and picking the holes, and they're just producing. There's no other way to put it.
They're winning the trenches.
Yeah, it is my hat's off to Mountain Brook right now. Yeah, Mountain Brook right now, 9 first downs, 1 Vestavia Rebel first down. The kick is away. Vestavia takes it on about the 3-yard line. Straight up the middle, and we bring it out. Looks like Trip Lowry brings it out to about the 21.
Solid return for the
maybe 22.
Did what he could. Guys, about as he did the second kickoff. Same amount of yardage, but see what this Rebel offense can do on this drive.
All right. Well, definitely the offense has had time to rest on the sideline.
Yes, and think
so we should be rested and hopefully done a little drawing up over there in the dirt. And let's see what Vestavia comes out with. I formation for Vestavia. Fake handoff. Pressure. Sawyer eludes. He gets the pass away.
Good play by Silverman to get open, know that Eli's under pressure, take the ball and get a solid gain of 5 yards. Because Eli was under pressure, he was running around. Good job by our offensive line to go back and help Eli and block and keep the pass rush from getting to him.
Positive yardage too. So that's a big first down play for Vestavia. So brings up second and can't quite see it from our location here. 2nd and 4. For Vestavia. So 6-yard pass to Josh Silverman on first down. I formation again. 2 backs in the backfield. Double wideouts to the top. Handoff. Bishop. Right tackle.
I think that's a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Short 3rd down.
He's going to be about a yard shy, I think.
Oh, they're giving him the first down. So that's good.
So we're moving the sticks.
Double the first down.
So first down since the first quarter. So
we needed that
early in the first quarter. So Johnny Williams brings the play in. A lot of speed in Williams. He impresses me with his speed. You got Williams at the bottom of the screen, Smythe to the top. I backfield. Fake handoff. Sawyer drops back. He gets pressure. He goes down.
Eli's been pressured hard off that left side. Number 9 for Mount Brook's good.
Yeah.
He's been getting up there every single time.
And that's just a case of getting beat on the offensive line.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, we're losing the war in the trenches right now.
So now brings up 2nd and 13 for Vestavia after that quarterback sack. Sawyer had nowhere to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
So he did the smart thing by keeping it and not turning it over. And the Rebels, with 4 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the second quarter, call timeout. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Four minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Vestavia with a great first down play, 6-yard pass to Josh Silverman. Second play, Sawyer takes a quarterback sack, loses yards. So Vestavia, we take a step forward, we take 2 steps back. Brings up second and 13 from the Vestavia 29-yard line. The gun backfield.
Drop that.
And pass incompletion right there. Had an open receiver, just wasn't a cleanly delivered football right there. And ball falls to the ground there. Brings up 3rd and 13 Vestavia from their own 29-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Vestavia has got to get something positive going here.
That completion would have opened up the playbook for 3rd down, but now on 3rd and 13, Mount Brook's probably going to expect a pass here.
Yeah.
Or some, probably a pass. So.
Well, conventional wisdom would tell you to keep your eye on Mike Weiss, but we'll see. Sawyer in the gun. He drops back. He's got pressure.
It looked like a little bit of
almost looked like a little contact there, but
it might have been an uncatchable ball over his head. Weiss stayed in to block on that play.
So Vestavia throws the ball away on 4th down. 4th and 13, the Rebels have to punt.
Yeah. We were able to get the first down. It looked like we were rolling, and then that one sack takes all the air out of our sails.
And Vestavia just can't get anything going right now. You got to give the credit to Mountain Brook. They have come to play tonight. All right, Huber punting away. Mountain Brook rushes. He gets the ball away. Nice high punt. Good punt by Huber. takes a Vestavia bounce and goes out at about the Mountain Brook 37-yard line.
They're finally going to have to start in their own territory.
Yeah, it's the first time since the beginning of the ball game.
And, looking at time of possession, Mountain Brook's almost doubled us at the time they've had the ball, which, the story of the game.
Well, Vestavia, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. I mean, it's tough. All right, we appreciate everybody tuning in right now. We've got the NFHS Network where you're watching the game. We've got the Rebel Nation Sports Network where you're listening to it, and you get to look at us, Jeff Tenner. So I want to say hi to Jeff Tenner. Thanks for the message there, big guy. All right, so it is Mountain Brook. They are in the gun. It's a handoff. No, it's a keeper. It is Gibbs around the left side. He does not go down, folks.
We need 4 people on him for him to go down. If it's one, he's breaking every single time they try to go at him with one player.
He either breaks him or he bounces off. He gets a first down. He is down to the Mountain Brook 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Mountain Brook. 4 minutes to go in the half, and the Brook on the drive again.
We need a momentum play. We need a turnover. We need a sack. We need a big hit. We need something to get this crowd pumped up, or the visiting crowd pumped up.
All right, Gibbs in the gun. Fake handoff. He's passing. No, he gets sacked. There you go.
And just like that.
Thomas called it.
That's a big sack by Hunter Salmon.
Hunter Salmon comes in from the end position, comes up behind Gibbs. Gibbs never saw him.
Yeah.
He never saw him.
That's our first time really getting to him and not letting him get away. It seems like he breaks at least one tackle and gets yards after contact. So.
Yep. All right, so we bring the 2 starting defensive ends off the field. 2nd and 15. You've got double wideouts to the bottom of the screen, single wideout to the top, a back deep, and it's a quarterback keeper. We miss a tackle, miss another, and he's out of bounds.
And he's good at that. If he sees you, Hunter was able to get by without him seeing. If he sees you, he's going to try to make you.
Yeah.
He's either going to run through you or try to make you miss.
He's good. He's not 100% either. He's been out with mono all week.
Yeah. I'd hate to see him.
I'd hate to see him full charge batteries. I mean, my hat is off to him. All right, brings up 3rd and 6. Mountain Brook after a nice run by Struther Gibbs for the Brook. Single wide out to the top of the screen, double wide outs to the bottom. Gibbs in the gun, single back with him. That's Gates. He's passing. He's got Gates to the left.
Good play by Brock.
Yeah, he gets knocked out. He got about a yard, if that. Good coverage by Vestavia.
Yeah.
Vestavia defense sniffed that one out, kind of figured out what was going on there. It's just a matter of can you keep up with Gates that time we could. So.
And we're forcing a punt. We were like,
wow.
On the field.
So they've got a punter.
Yes. He kicked that ball like 65 yards in high school.
Yeah. All right, so Mountain Brook will be punting away from about their 45-yard line. 2 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the second quarter, excuse me. We've got a whistle on the field.
There's a flag.
Well, this should be an interesting call.
No. They're yelling.
And we've got a flag on Vestavia.
That's a
I didn't see the call.
Yeah, that's. We felt the energy go out of the press box, and I'm sure that's how they're feeling down there too. So. Yeah,
too many men on the field for the Vestavia punt team. So Vestavia gets a penalty. Mountain Brook doesn't have to punt. Yeah. They get 1st and 10 from the Vestavia 39-yard line with 2 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the half. It's a handoff to Gates. No, it's a pitch back.
Did he catch that? It looked like it bounced off the ground, but there's another flag.
We've got a flag on the field. That pass looked like it bounced off the field to the receiver from our vantage point, but not exactly sure.
They're pointing to talking to Buddy.
Oh, we've got a hold against Mountain Brook.
Finally one out against us.
Wow.
You said earlier, I was scared to say penalties, and they might call them, and then they call too many men on the field.
Well, like I said, what else can you call? And then there's one we didn't say, too many men on the field. Too many men on the field on the punt team.
Yeah.
So.
That's a huge one.
Yes.
But this is it.
That's one that you don't want to be in the film room with Coach.
Yep.
So,
and I hope Vestavia can take advantage of this. I always consider
yes.
holding a drive killer.
Yeah.
Setting up, pushing you back 10 yards. So hopefully we can get something out of this.
All right. Still first down, Mountain Brook. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go. 1st and 20. The ball is on the Vestavia 49-yard line. But, hey, for once, it went the other way. We'll take it. All right, double wide outs to the bottom, a single wide out to the top. Single back in the gun. It's the quarterback. Oh,
good play.
He had a screen set up. Vestavia played it nicely and knocked the ball away. That was either Jake Levant or Hunter Selman. I couldn't tell which one.
That was a great play. Both getting pressure on him and then jumping up because they were setting up the screen. Right. They were able to stop it from happening.
And we had somebody on Gates who was going to be the receiver for the screen. So Vestavia sniffed that one out nicely. Again, we'll credit both defensive ends because we couldn't tell which one was able to knock the ball down. So anyway, the ball falls harmlessly to the field, brings up 2nd and 20, Mountain Brook from the Vestavia 49. Still plenty of time. 2.5 minutes to go in the half.
So there's going to be a timeout on the field. There's another penalty marker on the field.
So we've got a penalty. Could this be against Mountain Brook? Wow.
Mountain Brook.
Okay.
The defense was signaling that, so now they get to know what it feels like. So
let's hope this trend continues into the second half for sure. So I didn't see a call. Missed what the call was. Doesn't matter. It's 5 yards against Mountain Brook. So it brings up 3rd and 25. Now they're on their own side of the field. So 3rd and 25 from the Mountain Brook 46. Double wide outs to the bottom. 2 backs in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Gates. He gets hit.
Yeah,
and he gets thrown for a loss. Yeah. Wow, it took 3-4 different guys to bring him down. But he finally gets wrestled down deep in the backfield.
That was a good play by Gainsbury, Brock Payne. Then it wasn't. They were all back there trying to wrap him up and bring him down. So that sets up a very, very long 3rd down for the Mountain Brook Spartans.
Yes.
I can't even see the 1st down marker.
I can't either. It's 3rd and they're showing 25 on the scoreboard.
3rd and 28.
3rd and 28. We'll take it from the Mountain Brook 43-yard line. Double wide outs to the bottom. Single back Gates in the backfield with Gibbs, the quarterback. It's a handoff to Gates around left side. And Vestavia had a shot at him, couldn't wrap him up.
He fumbled, or no, I thought he fumbled.
I thought he fumbled because it looked like a Vestavia player picked it up.
Yeah.
So Alan Hardwick saying he fumbled, but apparently he was able to get it back. So
yeah. So maybe, I'm hoping Mountain Brook will punt the ball on this 4th down.
Well, we've got timeout. I'd say Vestavia took a timeout here, stop the clock. Minute 31 to go. Mountain Brook leads 21-7. It's 4th and 20 right now.
And the problem is, Vestavia has to kick off to Mountain Brook to start the second half too.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so minute and a half. A lot can happen here.
In the past it would have been difficult, but we've seen our offense score in 55 seconds.
You're right.
We've seen us do it, and we need that right now.
You're right. So it's you got to Mountain Brook's got to punt first. So
yes, we also
you're assuming they're punting because it's 4th and 20, and they got a punter that can kick it 65 yards. So.
Well, it's 4th and 22, so even we could rough the punter, and they'd still have to punt again. So hopefully we'll be fine.
And it wouldn't surprise me if that penalty is called. So, all right. Mountain Brook will be punting. Punter will get away from about his 40-yard line. Vestavia does not appear to be bringing the rush. We'll see. There's the snap. Vestavia rushes. Oh, my goodness. How we missed that, I'm not sure. And it goes over Smythe's head. And Mountain Brook downs it at the 1-yard line.
I don't know how we did not block that football. Obviously from our angle, from where we can see it, maybe it wasn't, but it looked like we had everyone on top of that. And he kicked it through the tiniest window, and it's going to be hard to set it. I really hope we can score. We can drive the field 99 yards in about a minute 30, but it should be difficult.
Well, we need to do it at minute 20 because there's a minute 22 on the clock. So
minute 20, even better.
Yep. So, all right. Wow.
I bet we're going to run the ball on this play if I had to bet.
Sawyer comes in with the play from the sideline. Vestavia 1st and 10 from their 1. 99 yards to go. A minute 22 to do it. Double wide out to either side. It's a handoff over right tackle. It's Bishop. And he gets tripped up. He gets some yardage, but he gets tripped up, and he gets about 5 yards on the carry.
I really think we need to go outside more. I mean, obviously, you know, we still have to run inside too, but.
Well, that one they were playing, Mountain Brook was playing soft over there too. Yeah. So.
And almost opposite, because Mountain Brook's doing all of us up the middle, and we need to go outside. Looks like there's an official timeout.
Well, I think Vestavia has called timeout. I'm not sure, but now they whistle it back in. So, yeah, they're showing 1 timeout left on the clock.
I saw a ref go like this.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they've taken one off.
Head up.
And that clock is running. Under 55 seconds to go. Single back. It's a handoff. I believe that's Bishop. He comes around left in. We got a late flag coming in. And it's nothing but Bishop and about 6 Mountain Brook players. So you've got to assume, well, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, the way it's gone tonight. There's discussion.
Where the flag was thrown, I would have
should be defense.
I would hope it's on Mountain Brook.
Yeah. Face mask.
On the defense.
On defense. So they're marking it off from the 15-yard line. Going to place the ball on the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 Vestavia from their own 20-yard line. 40 seconds to go. The clock is running quickly.
I'm thinking Vestavia's just trying to get out of this half.
Yeah, because we're just now running the play-in. So we're going to get 1 play off. And this should be about it for the half. Vestavia passes. And Sawyer gets lit up.
He's down.
And he's down. I mean, he got crushed from the blind side.
I could see it coming. And he had time to get it off, but, you know, when you get hit, that messes the delivery just a little bit, and it sailed over Sean.
Now he gets up. He's up and walking around right now. Clock is stopped with 19 seconds to go.
Well, you know, last week against T County, when he got hit, it jolted the offense out of momentum, but maybe this will jolt us into it.
Exactly. So I guess the good news is this is going into halftime.
Yes.
Give him a few minutes to recoup here. All right, Sawyer comes out.
Well, I want to say Sean's technically the backup. I mean, if Eli gets hurt. So I'm assuming, I bet Sean's going to be back there. Glenn's our second quarterback, but Sean, you know, playing quarterback the last year.
Right. He's got the more experience back there.
Yeah, consider him still second string. Yeah, it is Sean back there.
Sean Smythe is the quarterback. I backfield, 19 seconds to go. And he just takes a knee back there. Vestavia will go into the locker room at the half, down 7-21. Mountain Brook has come out in the first half and just punched Vestavia in the gut.
Yeah, I can feel it all the way up here. So that ends a very long first half for the Rebels.
So, you know, you got to give all the credit to Mountain Brook. They have come out and played a great football game. We want everybody to stick around. You're going to see the Vestavia Hills High School Marching Band. We've got some great clips that we're showing here and that you can listen to as well. Want to remind everybody you're watching Vestavia football on the NFHS Network and the Rebel Nation Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute.
Vestavia football is presented by Pet Vet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger. Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football. And Noto Promotions. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger. Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football. And Noto Promotions. This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger. Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football. And Noto Promotions.
Welcome back, folks. It is halftime. Vestavia at Mountain Brook. Tough half of football.
Yes, I hope Buddy gave a very good halftime speech in there to fire up the troops because we need something.
Well, if anybody can get the guys fired up, it will be Coach Anderson. You know, you got to know Coach Anderson's in there right now telling them, this is not a give up. Go out, play your game, beat the man in front of you, beat the guy to the side of you, and just take control of it. A lot can happen in the second half. I'm talking to Mountain Brook people. They're all going, a lot can happen in the second half. You just got to wonder, can Strother Gibbs continue going at the rate that he's been going after being out all week?
I mean, it's the whole thing. We just got to win our one-on-one battles. Everyone's got to win their one-on-one battles. If we can do that, we got a shot. And we've seen, last week we saw tale of two halves of the offense, and hopefully we can see that first half offense come out here. And I know we have it in us.
Well,
I know we can score fast. We have an explosive team this year, but we've got to see it on the field.
Well, and you said it last week against Tuscaloosa County. We came out first half and looked really good. Second half, we came out and Tuscaloosa County hit us in the mouth and won the second half.
Yeah.
And we've got pretty much a continuation of that going on here in the first half of the ball game. So a lot's going to ride here on what happens at the half. We've got a couple of minutes left to go. You want to go over some stats for the folks at home? Not that there's a whole lot to go over right now other than really one really good run by Cooper Bishop.
So, total yards, we had 80 yards on that first drive. I remember. We have 118 since then. So we've only had 38. Mountain Brook's had 179. So if you take that first quick drive
that's a quarter and a half.
That's a quarter and a half.
30-something yards.
Right. First downs, Mountain Brook has 8 more than Vestavia. Eli's only 2 of 7 for 14 yards. I'd be interested to see if he comes out healthy or if he's playing because, he got hit hard and we didn't really get to see. Mountain Brook's 9 of 12. It's those quick passes. They haven't thrown deep. It's out wide, out in the middle. He's getting 10 yards per time every single time.
It's
killing us.
He's got to have protection. The backs have to have holes. And I'm sorry, the game, they'll tell you, game is won at the line of scrimmage. We're losing both lines,
ways.
Offense and defense.
Stroh's getting time to throw. Eli doesn't have time to throw.
Exactly. So
Mountain Brook's only 2 of 7 on third down, but we don't have our fourth down stats, but they've converted twice a couple times on fourth. Or they've gotten stopped on third down, gotten the penalty, and gotten the first down on fourth.
Right.
So that affects us in the time possession. Vestavia, it says we have 9 minutes. I don't know when those 9 minutes happen.
I'm not sure.
Mountain Brook has 14, and feels like a lot. It feels like they had the ball for a lot more time than that.
Right. It's been a tough half of football.
Yeah.
Definitely so.
I mean, the average drive, Mountain Brook started on like our 42. That's their average drive start. I mean, are they their 42? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, and we're starting on our own 17.5-yard line, average drive.
Well, and you got to figure penalties. Penalties are never a good thing. The penalties Vestavia's had called, which has been about 5, have all been at inopportune times.
Inopportune times, and lots of them you can cut out.
Right.
Rough in the passer, you can cut that out. 12 men on the field, you can cut that out. I mean, it's not holding. I mean, there's intentional grounding there where Eli, just threw it out of bounds. There was he couldn't do anything else. He was either going to get sacked or throw it out of bounds, so it was basically the same thing. But it's just mental errors that hopefully you can cut out in the second half.
Well, and I think Mountain Brook has picked up 3 first downs off of penalties, Vestavia penalties, and one of those is a change of possession because Mountain Brook was punting.
Yeah, and it's a huge momentum switch. When Vestavia is looking to get off the field, we need those plays to go our way.
Exactly.
We can't afford to let that happen.
All right, well, we are coming up on second half action here, and folks, stick around, watch it, because we're going to see what the Vestavia Rebels can come out and do. We'll be back in just a minute. It is Vestavia trailing Mountain Brook 7-21 here at Spartan Stadium. You're watching the Rebel Nation Sports Network.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Piggly Wiggly and their family of Piggly Wiggly locations. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Vestavia Football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine.
Third quarter action is going to be brought to you by Piggly Wiggly Grocery Stores, the Versiglio family, longtime sponsors of Vestavia High School football. And, Thomas, we were just talking about Vestavia's got a kick to Mountain Brook to start the second half.
And I just noticed, I believe that's number 99, Connor Knighton, out there the kicking, not Huber. So I wonder if that could signal anything.
I don't know. I didn't see Huber get hit or anything. Yeah, you never know. All right, John, you got to pan to the left. That's the wrong cheerleader squad. That's the ones we want right there. Yeah. This is a Vestavia broadcast. My gosh. Come on, John. Nothing like being called out right there. Okay. Sorry, John. All right, so it is second half action beginning. Rebels will be kicking away. Thomas with the good eye. I've got the old man eyes, and he lets us know it's Connor kicking the ball away.
Good kick.
It was a good kick. It does go back into the end zone, so it's a touchback. Mountain Brook will take over 1st and 10. And I believe that's from the 25 or 20. Can't ever keep up with the new rules now, so it's going to be the 20.
Yeah. So defense, we need a big play. I'm really thinking we need something to jumpstart our offense. You know, lots of times if we can get a score or at least give them a short field and get something out of this.
I want to see some motion, some action out there. I want to see some hard hits and some wrapping up tackles.
Yes, major.
All right, key. So it is Gibbs is the quarterback again. He's in the shotgun. No backs with him. He keeps it. He's running around right in. He's got space.
It's that Spartan cat, man.
Yeah.
It's killing us. But that was better than most time. We forced him outside. We forced number 8, Will Banks, to run outside and not go up the middle because that is a massive dude coming at you if he goes up the middle.
He is. Bennett Wisenhunt was on the stop for Vestavia. He still got 4 good yards out of it, so brings up 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line.
Looks like they're lining up in the same kind of thing with number 8 back there.
It's a handoff to Gates. And he just bowls forward. Good hole on that offensive line. He takes it forward. He gets the first down for the Brook. He's brought down at about the 32-yard line, he's down.
Gates is down. Medical training staff from Mount Brook rushing out there on the field to see what's wrong with Gates. Seems to be rolling around a little bit on the ground, so I wonder if that's cramps or what it could be.
That's right. And while we've got an injury timeout on the field, we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Vestavia football on the Rebel Nation Sports Network.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Piggly Wiggly and their family of Piggly Wiggly locations. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Mountain Brook, number 7, Gates, goes down, and he is up and walking off the field under his own power. You've got Gibbs back, number 12, the quarterback. They also have number 8, who's been the big running back there in the Spartan Cat. It's a handoff. No, Gibbs keeps it. He's around left end. He's got positive yards. He's up to the 41-yard line of Vestavia.
I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of negative plays for Mountain Brook. No. They're always going forward, which sets up easier 2nd and 3rd down conversions for the Mountain Brook offense.
Yeah,
which Vestavia hasn't been able to do tonight.
Mountain Brook picks up where they left off here in the first half.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they're just marching down right now on Vestavia, able to plug players in the backfield.
So number 1 is back there at quarterback now, not Stro.
We've got movement.
I believe that would be false start on number 9.
Yes. We'll take that.
Yeah. So who's number 1 for Mountain Brook?
Number 1, that's going to be Hamp Green. He's a receiver.
5-yard penalty remains first down.
Yeah.
So Hamp
Green,
Green, he's
fifth.
a senior. The fifth, yeah. He's 5'11", 165 pounds back there. And you just got to wonder, maybe Gibbs is, maybe they're resting him or he's given out finally.
Yeah.
It's a handoff up the middle. And again, their line opens up a hole. He picks up back to where they had the ball. So it's going to be second down and about 11 yards.
Now Stro is running from the sideline, sending someone out. So now I guess Hamp's going to position over to receivers. That's a good play to give Stro, a little bit of a breather when they're up by 2 touchdowns, and he's dealing with that, coming back from mono.
Well, he's in a weakened state, although he hadn't played
I
like
don't
it.
know.
He's, you got to protect against injury too.
Yeah.
So, all right, he's back. Quick pass in the flats, and Vestavia just can't tackle. Mountain Brook goes forward for the first down.
I mean, Will Banks made a good move, and I swear, every time they get tackled, they go forward.
Yeah.
Every single time they're going forward. I mean, that's you got to tip your cap to Will Banks on that play.
Well, that was Will Banks, and I mean, he just stiff-armed a Vestavia tackler out of the way. He just brushed him off to the side.
Gates is back in the game for Mountain Brook.
So Mountain Brook right now just playing at will offensively. It's going to be a handoff to Gates. He takes it. He runs low. He's got a low center of gravity right there, and he squirts forward for about 4 or 5 yards on first down.
And the amount of subs they have for Mountain Brook, too, makes it easier when they're running this, they're not necessarily up-tempo, but a little bit faster. I mean, they're not getting tired out there.
Gates goes out. They bring in number 17, Blake Roth. He's a 6'1" wide receiver. So double wideouts to the bottom, single wideout to the top, single back in the gun. It's a fake handoff. Gibbs throws it, and that ball's incomplete.
He looked like he slipped as he fell, and he was getting under pressure. So I was gonna be shocked that ball got there where he could make a play.
Well, Vestavia brought pressure on that when Gibbs actually threw that ball on his back foot, falling backwards. So he was trying to avoid the hit and threw the ball, and it was just short of the receiver.
We need to make him uncomfortable back there because when he's having all that time, he can just sit, look, and find that over the middle pass for 10 yards, or out wide for 8.
That's it. So, all right, brings up 3rd and 6 for Mountain Brook from the Vestavia 42-yard line. It's a handoff. No, it's a keeper, quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the line. And Vestavia with some pressure on the defensive line.
Big play by Vestavia. Finally wrapping up. Stroh could not fight for extra yards that time. There was a lot of the Rebels meeting him at the point of attack.
That's right. You see Sims out there on the tackle, Rob Barentine on the tackle, and something that we don't see too often, we're seeing the Mountain Brook punter coming out.
Yes.
Smythe standing back at his 10-yard line.
We have 11 people on the field.
Yeah, good. You'll be a great coach. You were counting them off there. Not a good snap, but the punter gets away. No pressure by Vestavia, and he booms that one into the end zone. So Vestavia will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Defense able to come up and not allow Mountain Brook to put any points on the board, although they run nearly 4 minutes off the clock.
That's all you can really ask. If offense are still in the same situation. And that's also big that punt rolled into the back of the end zone because we did not need to start at the 1-yard line.
You're exactly right. All right, so Rebels come up. You've got single wideouts to either side, I formation. Sawyer under center. Sorry about that. He pitches back. It's Bishop. He takes a handoff or pitch over left guard. Little hole there. He gets about 3 yards. A lot of arm tackling on that one.
It just feels like whenever Mountain Brook makes a tackle, there's about 8 of them.
Yes.
There's just a black swarm of people going there.
They're a swarming defense. They are. He gets 4 yards on
the
carry, though.
First
so
play.
2nd and 6, we'll take that. You got Peyton Walraven bringing the play in from the sideline. Double wideouts to the top of the screen, I formation. It's a pass. And
oh, what a
catch. Oh, my goodness. A diving catch by Peyton Walraven.
Great catch,
And just a beautiful job. No pressure on Sawyer back there to deliver the football.
He had all the time in the world.
And Walraven had a defender on him.
It was a great throw by Eli.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
That was great to see him out there make that throw after kicking that.
So Vestavia with a much-needed deep ball completion. First and 10 at the Mountain Brook 31-yard line. 32. We'll call it the 32. Pitch back. Cooper Bishop, right side. He cuts it up. He's over right tackle, and he's right at the first down marker.
Yeah, this is what we need right here.
Yes.
Up-tempo, positive yards. Lots of yards, too.
Good hole out there, and then Bishop cut it up, and he had that downhill running that coaches talk about.
When he gets running north and south, that's how he needs to do.
All right, brings up first and 10, Vestavia from the Mountain Brook 21-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Rebels moving the football. Big hole.
Go, Cooper.
It's Bishop up the middle. He
is
untouched, basically. Touchdown, Rebels.
We needed that. That's a great drive.
I mean, big hole up the middle there. He went through the line of scrimmage, the linebackers untouched.
Good blocking.
Yes.
Yeah, good blocking that entire drive. We did not go backwards once. We had a 4-yard run, that long pass to Peyton, and then 2 great runs by Cooper.
Beautiful job. Can't say enough right there. All right, Huber is in for the point after attempt. Ball is down. Kick is up.
Kick is good.
And it is good. So with 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go, Vestavia marches the ball 80 yards down the field midway through the third quarter here, puts 7 points on the board. It is now Mountain Brook 21, Vestavia 14. Stick around, folks. We'll be back in just a minute.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Piggly Wiggly and their family of Piggly Wiggly locations. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A, Vestavia Hills. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics.
Field, 80 yards. Huber, I believe. I can't see.
That looks like Huber. That's weird. I wonder why they.
I don't know. Anyway, Vestavia.
Yes.
Kicking away. Huber gets the ball up. It's not a long one. Yeah. It's down on about the 5-yard line. Mountain Brook takes it right up the middle. Good play. He is wrapped up. Good coverage. They bring it out. First and 10 from the 24-yard line, Mountain Brook.
Not a big return. We did a good job of getting down there and making the tackle.
Right.
Looking at the sidelines, he's like, we have life back down there, and we need to take this momentum and hold on to it.
The fans, you can hear the fans now. So it is a little more pep in the step from the Vestavia Rebels. All right. Gibbs is back out there at quarterback. All right, you got double wideouts to the top, single to the bottom. It's a handoff to Gates, and he is outside squirting around. We just can't get a good clean shot on him.
I mean, Brock Payne was coming in there hard. Yes, it was arm tackle, but that's all he could do.
Yeah.
When he's shifting, he's trying to dive, and it's a hard ankle, so it's a hard play for him to make. But Gates he's a fast, shifty man out there.
He is. That's where you've got to look at those numbers and put your helmet in the numbers.
Watch the hips.
Yeah.
Watch the hips.
All right, so it is first and 10 from the Mountain Brook 35-yard line. That was a first down pickup by Gates. It's a handoff to Gates again, and, he was spun down in the back and got away.
Come on, Willow.
And Vestavia can, oh, my goodness. We chased him back to about the 28-yard line, but we never could get a shot on him. He's dropping back. Sawyer gets the pass away.
And there's Chandler out there with that kick. Catch.
Chandler Merrill. Ball is caught, and Merrill is forced out at about the 36-yard line.
Good for a game about 6.
Yeah, 2nd and 4, hopefully. We'll see where they mark it for sure. Yeah, 36-yard line. So I like this. You keep in Mountain Brook, and Mountain Brook can't keep stacking the line if we're throwing like this, which should soften up and allow Bishop to hit a run. All right, I formation again. Single wide out to either side. Sawyer under center. He hands off to Bishop, and he does the handoff right up the middle.
Saw a game about. I think they're going to give about. Is there going to be a first down for the Rebels? I think it is. They're moving the chains.
Yeah,
so
first down. He just got over the first down marker. So right now, Vestavia looking pretty sharp, Thomas. You got to be happy with what Vestavia, the adjustments that have been made at halftime.
On offense and defense.
Yes. All right, so 1st and 10 Rebels at the 41-yard line of the Rebels. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter here. Rebels trailing by 7, but 1st and 10, we're marching. It's a pass. Oh, my goodness, it's to a wide-open Vice, and he dances backwards. Little jawing going on there at the end of the play. Let's get back to the huddle there, guys. But first down, Vestavia. Nobody near Vice. They had a safety back there, but he had lots of cushion.
You know, when Eli dropped back, he did that little loft pass. I had a feeling Vice might be underneath that ball. So, I mean, first target tonight goes for a long gain.
I love it. I love it. All right, first completion to Michael Vice. First target to Michael Vice tonight, and it is 1st and 10 Vestavia at the Mountain Brook 29. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Clock is ticking. Rebels, 1st and 10, I formation. It's a pitch to Bishop over right tackle. He cuts it up. Not a whole lot there, but he got about 4 yards, I believe. So
which is a good play. He was met it.
And that's brought to you by the passing game.
Yes.
Because Mountain Brook has to back up some.
They can't stack the line.
Exactly.
Because it burned them on that play where Eli dropped back.
Yep. All right, so it is 2nd and 6 Vestavia. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Again, I formation, double wide outs. Nobody was over there on Smythe, but they got one out there. Again, the pitch back to Bishop, and he stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a yard.
That hole was there for half a second, and then it closed up.
Quickly.
Cooper's a lot bigger than that hole that was there.
Yeah, you got to give the Mountain Brook defense credit on that one because, like you said, there was a hole momentarily, and they closed it real quick.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd and 6 Vestavia. The ball is on the 25-yard line of Mountain Brook.
Peyton sending the huddle sending the play into the huddle. Timeout by the Rebels. He lost signaling for timeout.
Yeah, Coach Anderson.
Miscommunication.
Somewhere
along there.
And that's good. You know what? You've got 3, use it. Does it no good to take it home.
And this is a big drive.
That's
exactly
right.
We get a score here and tie the game up.
Yep. All right, so we've got timeout on the field. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Vestavia driving right now, trailing. I can't get it out. I don't like saying it. Mountain Brook is up 21-14. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Piggly Wiggly and their family of Piggly Wiggly locations. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
And big play here. 3rd and 6. Rebels, ball on the 25 of Mountain Brook. Hey, we just found out we've got Allison Manners tuning in from San Diego, California. That's not Alabama. That's California. Allison, give us a big go Rebels out there on the West Coast. All right, I formation. It's a pass. Oh, my goodness, what a play. Oh, he dropped it. Did he drop it?
He killed him. That's an incomplete pass. Surely that's an incomplete pass.
Well, we don't know. It was to Vice. It was a first down. We don't know if it was caught and he was down. We don't know if it's a fumble. The referees don't know right now.
Vice did not take 2 steps. He didn't. We got away. Looked like we got away with the hold, and then the dude was standing over taunting him too after the big hit. So
incomplete pass.
That's the right. Obviously we are the Vestavia broadcast, but I feel like that's probably the right call on that play.
All right, I like the play call, and it was there.
And it was there.
So
give credit to Mount Brook's defense at the big hit.
Yep. So anyway, incomplete pass brings up 4th and 6 Vestavia from the Mountain Brook 25. Caleb Huber comes in. He will be kicking from the 32-yard line.
Braden Glenn with the hold, backup quarterback. Good
Ball
snap,
is down.
Good hold. The kick is.
It's short. It is short. All right, Vestavia had a chance to claw a little closer to Mountain Brook.
But, it still shows promise. It wasn't
Yes.
like the first half. It wasn't 3 out. We showed some plays. We just, we're, a catch away from having first and down.
That's
at the
right.
20.
That's right. So, all right, so Vestavia trails 21-14, 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go. We'll be back in just a moment.
Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama.
Mountain Brook takes the ball up the middle on first down. Defended pretty well by the Rebels. They got about 2 yards, 3 yards on the play right there, so brings up 2nd and 7. We'll give up 3 yards.
Yes. Vestavia, the first 2 drives for Mountain Brook, they've done a good job at stopping them. Let's hope they can continue the trend of the second half.
All right. You got double wideouts to either side. Gibbs and Gates in the backfield. Vestavia, not much pressure. Got some pro!
Oh!
What a shot! Oh, my goodness. And I mean, Hunter Salmon just decleated Strother Gibbs.
We had our left end was spinning around to tackle him, and I was watching him try to tackle him.
I was watching the same thing.
And Hunter
came out of nowhere.
Just shoulder to shoulder, clean hit. Shoulder to shoulder.
He looked like an attack sub right there, popping up.
Yeah, I did not even see that coming, and then all of a sudden.
And Gibbs he's in. He got up very slowly. He took a shot right there.
Yes, and he didn't see it. Just like us, we did not see that coming either.
No.
Oh. Number 1's going out wide. Yeah.
All right, so you got trips to the top.
Yeah.
Single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Gibbs is still in. Oh, it's a little shuffle pass, and it's Gates. Oh, he takes a shot.
Stroh took a shot. He took a shot, but it was still a good play by Mountain Brook.
He's at the 30, and he gets a first down.
And I was watching the pressure come out. I'm like, surely he's about to do something.
Yeah.
And then I saw Gates drop back there and go, oh, no.
Very good call by Mountain Brook.
And, they're just trying to get Gates in space. I would be, too. That's exactly what I'd be doing.
Yep.
They're in the Spartan Cat, I believe.
Yep, because you've got
see, Mountain Brook did that earlier, and they didn't call a flag on them. But
right.
And they didn't snap the ball there. So, I mean.
All right, so Vestavia gets an offsides penalty called. 5 free yards for Mountain Brook, brings up 1st and 5 from the Mountain Brook 36-yard line.
But, those big hits, even though they did get a first down, they can add up over time on that quarterback, especially in the weekend states that he is in.
Oh, there's the Spartan Cat again, and he picks up a first down.
And Wilbex and Stroh both do the same thing. They're about the same height, about the same weight, and they don't go down.
Yep.
They do not go down. They fight for yards after contact.
Very disciplined football team Mountain Brook is.
Yes.
Always is. And that is the end of the third quarter. So with no time on the clock here at the end of the third quarter, it is Vestavia trailing 14-21 at Mountain Brook. Folks, you need to stick around because there's a lot more action to go in this last quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Chick-fil-A, conveniently located in Vestavia Hills. Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza.
Quarter, Mountain Brook with the ball, 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Gates. He dances around a little bit. When it looks like he's got nothing, he still picks something up.
He's always dancing in the middle.
Yep.
I mean, you wouldn't think there's not much room for him to dance, but he's fine. But it was a good play by you only get it 2 or 3 yards. But it looks like we have a Rebel down
and
on the field.
Barentine is shaken up on the play. All right, so Barentine's down. We've got an injury timeout on the field. I'm Steve Bendall with Thomas Wade, my partner here, doing color tonight and the rest of the season.
Yes.
So great to have you in the booth.
It's been awesome.
And, it's a good time, and we've got great football to watch, too. So
I'm glad this game's a game again.
Yes, exactly. All right, Barentine is able to walk off the field under his own power. Always a great sign right there. And we've got to get some defense now, Thomas.
And it's there. We've seen it. It's in there somewhere, but we need to bring it out right here.
Well, Mountain Brook, a couple of series, they got stymied. They've made some adjustments in their offense.
We need to try to keep them. I know it's hard, but we need to try to keep them out of space.
All right, we've got double wideouts to the top of the screen. Single back in the backfield. It's a fake. It's a quarterback keeper, and it is Gibbs. No, it's not. It is number 1 for Mountain Brook.
Hamp Green, the 5th.
Yes, the 5th. Hamp Green V. So
HD5.
And he picks up close to a first down.
Yes, it's a big third down. We've had a hard time stopping him on 3rd and short. We need some penetration on the defensive line.
2 yards, and he's got the first down.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got.
I believe
it's Green again.
Back there,
And it's a handoff to Gates, and he's got it, plus more. He's not down. He's still scampering outside. He goes out of bounds. He gets the first down by about a yard. So it will be 1st and 10 Mountain Brook from the Vestavia 48-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good hole for him to go through. There wasn't much we could do there.
Really, the best part we did was to keep him from doing any more damage once he got outside.
He only got about 4 yards, which he ran about 20 to get about 4.
Exactly. All right, so we've got double wideouts to the bottom, single wideout to the top. It's Gibbs in the gun. He drops back, no pressure. He delivers to Gates in the flats. Gates falls down for a 1-yard loss. Gates had nobody out there with him. He just slipped on the turf once he caught the football.
Yeah, we saw Rebels closing, but I'll definitely take him slipping because he can make people miss.
You're exactly right. All right, clock is ticking. 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the ball game. Vestavia trails by 7 points, 14-21. It was all Mountain Brook in the first half other than one big play. Long play for Vestavia by Cooper Bishop. All right, Brook comes out in the gun, trips to the bottom of the screen, double wideouts to the top. Nobody in the backfield. It's the shuttle pass, and they pick up positive yardage.
Yeah, it's going to set up about 3rd down and about 5, I want to say. Maybe
about
more like 6.
Yeah, about 6 yards.
Which is good. This is a big.
And Vestavia defense kind of getting up slow on some of these plays. I'm watching our guys out there. They're getting gassed and winded. So it is 3rd and 6 from the Vestavia 43-yard line.
So if I was Vestavia, I'd be looking to watch to see if they're going to try and get him in space because that's what they do him in the second half to find success on those last couple drives.
Well, single receiver to the bottom, trips to the right. Gates in the backfield. It's a pass. Gibbs looks long. He has got a receiver. They thread the needle of the Vestavia defense. That is number 1, Hamp Green, the receiver, picks up a first down at the Vestavia.
The quarterback to the other receiver quarterback.
Looks like about 30-yard line.
Man, it's a good pitch and catch. We had some pressure. And there's a guy above him, a guy below him. He threaded it right through the needle, like you said.
Very good. Yeah. All right, double wideouts to the bottom. It's a handoff. A new back in the backfield, and he doesn't go down either. Tell you what.
How many guys do they have?
Whatever they're feeding these guys, it's got a lot of fight in them. That's number 21, and that's Sam Higgins. He is a junior running back, 5'9", 175, and he ran like he's 200 pounds.
Yes, he ran like Wilbanks back there.
And right now, Mountain Brook, I'm impressed with the players. They're able to plug in at various positions and make positive things happen.
We just need something to slow down their offense a little bit. Just a tackle for loss would be huge right now for the Rebels to set up a long 3rd down. Yes.
All right, double wideouts to the bottom. The Brook in the gun, single to the top. It's quarterback keeper. It is Gibbs, and he just put the dagger in the Vestavia heart. Touchdown, Mountain Brook. He not only goes through the line of scrimmage untouched, he went into the end zone untouched on that play.
And he's fast.
Yes.
Because, I mean, our defensive backs are not slow, and they were reaching for him. But, you know, it was a good play by Mountain Brook. They sealed off the edge, and there was – I mean, he could drive a car through that hole that he ran through. And that's been the story of the night.
That young man has been tremendous for Mountain Brook. Ball is down, and it's up.
It's been his flu game.
Yes. The point after is good. It is now Mountain Brook 28, Vestavia 14. 8 minutes, 23 seconds to go here in the ball game. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Chick-fil-A, conveniently located in Vestavia Hills. Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich.
All right, we're back, folks. Fourth quarter action, 8 minutes, 23 seconds to go here in the ball game. Mountain Brook has just put a nail in the coffin with a touchdown by Strother Gibbs, the quarterback, going into the end zone untouched. So Vestavia's got to get something going. Mountain Brook kicks, and the ball is away. It is a long, high one.
Yep.
Vestavia takes it at the goal line.
Go, Tripp.
Got a little hole. Tripp Lowry brings it up to about the 29-yard line.
That's been the best return by both teams tonight.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll give Vestavia a little spark there.
Little energy.
All right, Thomas, we got to see what the Vestavia offense has got called here. Sawyer comes in, brings the play. And we've got a whistle on the field.
I believe it's an official. Is it an official time? Yeah,
it's
an official
timeout. So 8 minutes to go, I believe we got a water timeout going on here. And while we've got the official timeout on the field, we'll break away. We'll be back in just a moment.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Chick-fil-A, conveniently located in Vestavia Hills. Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich.
By the Mountain Brook defense, and not the way we wanted to come out.
There's just nothing Cooper could do there. I mean, he's frustrated. I'd be frustrated too. I mean, he's running outside. He spins off one tackle and gets met by two more Mountain Brook defenders. And I believe that he's upset on the ground. I wonder if he's cramping or what's up with him.
Yeah, I got a Mountain Brook player on the field right now, so we have an injury timeout. We want to remind everybody that fourth quarter action is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. We've got a great Chick-fil-A in Vestavia on Highway 31, and I want to give them a shout-out, too, Thomas, because Tuesday night. There you go. Tuesday night, we had the Beat the Brook Spirit Night at Chick-fil-A from 5:30 to 7:30, and had all the cheerleaders there, lots of parents, players. The Vestavia crowd came out, supported. The place was packed for over 2 hours. I was there hanging out, just watching all the fun, remembering what it was like to be young again.
Yeah.
But
it's
anyway.
It's not hard to sell Chick-fil-A.
No, it's not at all. So anyway, we appreciate Chick-fil-A not only for sponsoring the broadcast here, but also Spirit Night and all the other things they do for Vestavia. All right, second down, Vestavia. 2nd and 11. Single wide out to either side, two backs in the backfield. It's a handoff. It's Bishop. He takes it over right guard, and not a whole lot there.
Yeah, I believe he got about 3 yards. I mean, it seems like the whole he's just not able to get to that second line without being touched by some sort. Which is, give credit to Mountain Brook for coming down there and stopping him. But we need a big pass right here. I'm feeling a pass.
Brings up 3rd and 7. You got to know Mountain Brook is thinking pass. You got to think Mountain Brook is thinking Michael Weiss.
Yeah.
You got Johnny Williams to the top of the screen.
Sean, and Peyton.
You've got Trips up to the top. got to protect Sawyer.
He was blitzed. There was a rush on him, and he just didn't have enough time to make that throw. I mean, he did have time to make that throw, but it's just a little behind Peyton on that play.
Attempted to Peyton Walraven. Ball falls to the field. Brings up 4th and 7 Vestavia. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the ball game. Rebels have to punt, which was the last thing we needed to happen.
We need to punt and get the ball back as soon as possible.
So Huber's going to be getting the punt away from about his 20-yard line. Mountain Brook with the return set. Nice high climbing punt by Huber. Mountain Brook fields it back on about their 22-yard line.
We needed that. That was a good punt. Fair caught by, I believe, Hamp Green back there.
I mean, great punt by Caleb Huber, the Vestavia kicker.
We need a 3-and-out right here.
So Mountain Brook takes over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Brook 24-yard line. 6 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the ball game. Vestavia defense desperately needs a 3-and-out here.
Yes.
Or a turnover.
Something, get the ball back to give our offense enough time. How about we just score on defense?
I'm all for that. So let's see. All right, Brook comes out. They've got trips to the bottom of the screen. Single back with Gibbs, the quarterback. It's a handoff. It's a big hole up the middle. And he gets about 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah. I mean, that's just been the story of the night. I mean, it seems like we've been able to make a couple plays, but there's huge holes, and they're getting 5 yards without having to make a move.
Yeah. So going to bring up about 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. So he got about 7 yards on the carry there. Clock continues to tick away, working against Vestavia. Trips to the bottom, single back with Gibbs in the backfield. It's a handoff. Not much there. He still squirts out, gets positive yardage.
The ball's out.
Oh, it's a loose ball.
That ball's way over there.
I think they're calling him down.
I was about to say.
I'm not sure how.
That ball, I don't know. The ball ended up over there. Right?
Yeah, I don't either. Not too sure about that, but anyway.
Yeah. So that sets up 3rd and about a short 1-yard line.
1 yard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to need some penetration on this play. We have not been good on 3rd and short. So.
All right, we've got a timeout on the field. I can't tell if that's an official or a team. So official timeout. So with 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go, Vestavia trailing 14-28 at Mountain Brook. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in.
This quarter is presented with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Chick-fil-A, conveniently located in Vestavia Hills. Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich.
All right, we're back, folks. Mountain Brook with the ball, 3rd and 1. Vestavia needs a stop here.
Yes, we do, Steve. Yes, we do.
All right, Mountain Brook again. Trip receivers to the bottom of the screen, single back. And you got to look for a handoff up the middle, I would think. And they do. And they get a 1st down.
Will Banks, I mean, I just don't know what we can do differently, from up here.
I don't know. Anyway, Mountain Brook picks up 1st down. It is 1st and 10 from their 39-yard line. Clock now below 6 minutes. And Mountain Brook just churning it up. 322 total yards, 21 1st downs to 9 for Vestavia. Handoff up the middle, big hole. He's rambling. He's brought down in the Vestavia backfield. 1st and 10 Spartans from the Vestavia 48-yard line. And Mountain Brook just doing what they've got to do.
Good run by number 21. He just made one cut and got on the field. But, looking at the 1st downs, we only have about 6 or 70 less yards or 80 less yards than they do. But they have 9. I can't do math. But 13 more 1st downs than we do.
Yes. Well, they've had sustained drives.
Yeah, exactly,
that's just
which makes a huge difference on the defense.
Right. Mountain Brook, handoff up the middle, and why not?
Yeah.
About a 4-yard pickup on 1st down up the middle. The Vestavia heart of the defense is giving up some yardage right now. He got about 2 yards on that carry, so not too bad on that one. But right now, Mountain Brook looks like they're going to be content to hand the ball off pretty much.
Yeah, to the end of the game. 4 minutes left.
All right, handoff up the middle. He gets positive yardage. He's up to about the 41, 42-yard line, so should bring up 3rd and about 4 for Mountain Brook.
And, you know, if Vestavia wants a chance in this game, we might need to stop right here with how much time's coming off the clock on this drive. Being down by 2 touchdowns.
Well, Mountain Brook just surgically taking apart Vestavia right now.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
And right now it's on the line. It's on the ground. It's all on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, trips to the bottom of the screen. Shotgun, single back. It's a handoff up the middle. It's a hole. And he pushes the Vestavia defense back.
I mean, Wilbanks, like we're talking about, you know, him and Stroh go forward every time. So they hand it off to Gates, 21, Higgins, whatever, you know, you name it. And then they give it to Wilbanks on that short 3rd down, and he can get the 4 yards every single time, it seems like.
All right, 1st and 10, Mountain Brook from the Vestavia 36. And the Brook content to just hand off and go up the middle every time. Yeah. They give a different look, but they end up going over the same area.
And they do a good job at spreading out the Vestavia defense.
All right, double wideouts to the bottom, single to the top, handoff up the middle. He kicks it outside and picks up a hole and big yardage.
It's a good gang tackle, but, you know, they went outside this time. But it started inside, and he bounced it out.
And he was going to go up the middle. That's right.
So good run by Wilbanks. I mean, he's going to have a good run. And he has good vision, too. At the first touchdown he scored, he cut outside.
Yes. All right, so it is 2nd and about 4 from the Vestavia 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Handoff up the middle. And a shoestring tackle there basically stops a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good play by who? I didn't see the number, but it was a good play by keeping him from getting more than 6 yards like he does every time. Yep.
So Mountain Brook looks like 3rd and about a yard.
You know,
yeah, 3rd and 1 from the Vestavia 27.
I don't know what they're going to do, but if I had to guess, I'm going to go with a run up the middle.
You're going to go with a run up the middle?
Yeah.
I think
if I was a betting man.
They hadn't done that tonight, so. And it's a run up the middle.
And they got 4
yards. And it's a 1st down.
Number 21,
so right now, A.J. Sims comes up hobbling on that play.
Which is not good. We don't see anyone get injured at the end of this game.
Nope. He's trying to walk it off.
We're officially under 2 minutes now, 1:50 on the running clock.
All right, Mountain Brook taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage, taking their time, calling the plays. And we've got a flag.
Mountain Brook is now up to 24 first downs.
This one going against Mountain Brook, so 5-yard mark off against the Spartans. We'll give them 1st and 15 from the Vestavia 29-yard line. 1 minute, 31 seconds to go here in the ball game. And, Thomas, you just have to tip your hat to Mountain Brook right now.
Yeah.
They've come out. They've played a man's game of football and, punched us hard in the first half. Vestavia came out looking good to start the second half. Mountain Brook adjusted well and then took control of the line of scrimmage again. Handoff around left tackle, and he's just picking, bobbing, weaving, and
he's doing like flips. Like I don't know how he's standing on his feet. He's getting hit. He's pinballing around there, standing on his feet.
He's down to the 20-yard line. Yeah.
But Mountain Brook's just had an even attack all night. Stroh's got 87 yards in the air. Wilbanks has got 96 on the ground. Stroh's got 89 on the ground. I mean, it's just an even attack.
Yes.
I mean, they're not using one guy too much. They have about 4 or 5 weapons.
Well, and they just slide him in. All right. 50 seconds and counting. Mountain Brook taking their time. It's a handoff up the middle. And Really, if he kept his balance, he was in. He takes it down to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Will Banks is on a roll. I mean, he made one guy, he stayed on his feet somehow in the backfield and was just able to cut it upfield for gain about 15.
43 seconds. Mountain Brook can get another play off.
I would think they're going to go into the victory formation here.
Yep. Classy move by Coach Yeager.
Yeah. Plus, they did not want to get their
weak
in-state quarterback hurt.
Right. And Gibbs downs the ball, and the clock will wind down.
That's going to be our ball game.
And that is the ball game, folks. 3-0 Vestavia ends up 3-1 now after coming into Mountain Brook and taking a shot to the jaw, basically, is what tonight was. Cleanly played football game. A lot of talking this week between the Mountain Brook players and the Vestavia players.
There was no personal fouls, targeting, and which is good by the players.
It is over the mountain football at its best. Just our team didn't come out on top.
And also wasn't a lot of football players trash talking. It was the fans.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, I want to remind everybody, the fourth quarter action was brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Stick around. The Andrews Sports Medicine post-game wrap-up will be here in just a moment. If you want to give some major stats.
All right.
Yeah, definitely so. And again, you have to tip your hat to Mountain Brook. They played a very good game, very well coached game, and they just came out and won the line of scrimmage, both sides, and that was a difference.
Like we're talking about at the end of the game, just an even attack. They had 375 total yards. Only 93 through the air. Vestavia had more passing yards, but it was the run game that killed us. They have 3 backs. Will Banks with over 100 yards. Stroh, their quarterback, with 84. Gates with 58. 21 had a couple big runs that we don't see on there. So, it's just a good play. And the big stat, they had 25 first downs, and we had 9.
Yeah.
So
Rebels just never could get in sync good. So
Mountain Brook doubled our time on possession. It's just not much we could. We were in the game. We scored on the first drive of the first half and the first drive of the second half.
Right.
And that was about it.
Right. And Bishop had the big run in the first. So, again, you just have to tip your hat to Mountain Brook. They always treat us well over here. We would have liked a victory to just cap it off. Hospitality is always great here at Mountain Brook. We appreciate it. Folks, we're going to be back at home next week. So it needs you to come out to Vestavia, and let's load that stadium up.
Yes.
Let's show the guys the love and the support, the Rebel Nation.
Which is there, and we showed that at the beginning of the year, too, with that Homewood game.
That's exactly right. So this has been the post-game wrap-up, the Andrews Sports Medicine post-game wrap-up. I'm Steve Bendall, my partner Thomas Wade, John Versiglio, Stephen Gill, Morgan Palmer, Alan Hardwick, the whole crew. We appreciate you tuning in. You've been watching on the NFHS Network, and you've been listening on the Rebel Nation Sports Network. Spread the word, folks. We need more people watching and listening because it's Vestavia football. It doesn't get any better than this. Until next week, we'll be seeing you.
Go Rebels.
The Rebel postgame wrap-up is presented by Andrews Sports Medicine. Vestavia football is presented by PetVet and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local since forever. Chick-fil-A Vestavia Hills, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Full Moon Barbecue, Patton Chapel, the best little pork house in Alabama. Century Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. Andrews Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of Rebel Athletics. South Point Bank, pointing you forward. Remax Southern Homes, agent Kathy Smith, selling the Vestavia market for over 30 years. Donato's Pizza, best on the block. Baja Burger, Meineke Car Care Center, Rocky Ridge, a proud sponsor of Vestavia football. And Noto Promotions.